18 suspects have been arrested with unregistered weapons at Donkor-Krom in the Kwahu Afram Plains North District of the Eastern Region. The arrest was made by a joint police team from the Anti-Armed Robbery Task Force, assisted by personnel from the National Police Headquarters and the Donkor-Krom Division. Items retrieved from the suspects are 17 machetes, 3 locally manufactured pistols, 4 single-barrel shotguns, 1 foreign pistol, live AA and BBA cartridges, 11,410 BB cartridges, 2 daggers, ammunitions, 19 mobile phones, among others. The Donkor-Krom District Police Commander is currently holding the suspects for possession of firearms without lawful authority. Investigations have also commenced into the matter for the suspects to be arraigned before court. The Donkor-Krom police have recently recorded series of robberies on the Donkor-Krom Achimfrom Highway. We'll be engaging our correspondent in the Eastern Region for the latest on this. And we know that over the weekend, there are a number of robberies and crimes across the country. We know that it's been the weekend of a number of such crimes from Accra all the way to the Savannah region. Now, in the Eastern Region particularly, which will be in focus for us this afternoon, the police, we understand, is under pressure to deal with some of the incidents. The latest results in the death of a proprietor of a private school. Let me just quickly run by you some of the crimes that have been recorded in the Eastern Region, specifically in the month of August. So we know that among other things, there was the murder of a wife and 2 children. We also had the murder of the proprietor of a private school. We also had some other, crimes across the country. Let me just quickly run by you. So on August 7, 2021, a policewoman was found dead in a hotel room in Koforidua. Her boyfriend and the hotel manager were picked up from that incident. Now, fast forward August 20, 2021, we had robbers shooting into a police team deployed for anti-robbery duties in the Eastern Region, which is in focus for us this afternoon. And then 24th August 2021, a woman and 2 children were found dead in a room. They are alleged to have been killed by a 40-year-old Emmanuel Gaffa, who is believed to be husband of a deceased and also father to the 2 children who were killed. And now, August 28th, the proprietor of a private school, Bright Star International School, by name Frederick Ohene-Jan, was shot in his apartment. And that was what we recorded just over the weekend. And then we had August 29, the driver of a Suhum Member of Parliament, Wan Jamalu, reportedly slashed the head of another NPP communicator during a funeral in that part of the country, and he inflicted machete wounds on the individual. We understand the police is on a hunt for the individual, plus the driver of the MP who has been fingered in this particular incident. Joining me is our correspondent, Yvonne Nikwe. Yvonne, tell us about the reaction of residents when it comes to the increasing number of crimes in the region. We've just run through some of the key highlights. Tell us about how residents have been reacting to this. Hello, Yvonne.
Hello.
Right. I'm asking what the reaction of residents have been to the spate of crimes recorded in the region, specifically the ones recorded just over the weekend.
Okay. So randomly, I have spoken to some residents in the region. A number of them have also openly described the fears they've been having per the cases that is being recorded and what they themselves have gone through by the days of the times, either morning, afternoon, or evening. These cases seem to be happening in pockets of places in the Eastern Region. The capital itself have recorded, we're talking of Ebri, Donkor-Krom, and the rest. The cases also take different forms. They're not coming in a certain particular way for you to be able to track them. And so it's one form for the police to know exactly how the perpetrators are executing it and what residents should do in terms of personal safety.
Tell us about what the police have been doing with respect to these crimes. Does it appear the police is on top of the issues in the region?
Well, for the number of cases that have occurred, the police are investigating them as they come by. We just had few cases that arrests have been made. Like I said, the nature of the case makes it difficult for them to track them, and then the technology that is being used. So we're hoping that more arrests will be made, people will be charged to the courts, and then the citizens will have more confidence in the police.
Thank you very much, Yvonne Nikwe, my colleague there. Now, the Savannah Regional Police Public Relations Officer, Inspector Jekum Owusu, also says that the police is on top of issues when it comes to crime in that part of the country. He joins me on the line. Thank you for joining me, Inspector. Now, this is an area, in fact, the stretch that is being spoken about where the robberies and attacks happen, which have led to the death of an international journalist, for example. It's a stretch that has been described as one which is notorious for crimes. For the police in the region, do you have a hang on the situation there?
Thank you very much. We are firmly on the ground, and this is just unfortunate. This is just unfortunate. We are on top of issues in Savannah region.
And it is not the first time an incident of this nature has been recorded, but you say you've arrested some of the individuals, and as they engaged you in the shootouts, some also passed. Is it assurance enough to the residents and people who plied that road that they may no longer fall victim to some of these robberies and attacks which could claim their lives?
Surely this is something we have done to tell everybody that we will not allow criminals to take over the region.